Okay.
Well, hey y'all, it's Texas Wine and Whiskey again from the shed.
From the shed.
So we actually are going to talk a little bit today about tasting wines. And there's 5 S's that you can use to help compare wines and as you're tasting. So whether you're a novice wine drinker or you're an expert wine drinker, these are good things to keep in mind so you can compare.
And it kind of makes sense once you hear about them, like when you watch people taste wine and drink wine, like why they're doing the things they're doing.
Right? Yeah. Sometimes it's not a very graceful,
right?
A graceful art, but so the very first. Well, do you want to introduce like the wine that we have?
Yeah,
that we're using today.
So today for our tasting and wine time, we are drinking the 2017 Barzy Cab Sauv. Y'all, 2017 is the year for Texas wines, and Barzy is up in Canyon, Texas. Right, so kind of up in the Panhandle area,
just south of Amarillo, about 15 minutes or 15 miles south of Amarillo, right on the rim of Palo Duro Canyon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Canyon. That makes sense,
right?
Yeah. So this is one of our favorite wineries to visit and to purchase wine from because it's so yummy. And this is 100% varietal, so it's all cab, and it's big and bold. So we're gonna talk through the 5 S's here and drink some cab.
Yeah, for sure. If you can find a 2017, like Stephanie said, that's a great vintage for grapes in Texas, and so it would be worth it to purchase if you can find a good one. So
for sure.
The very first S that we'll talk about when you're looking for a wine is to see, S-E-E, so you're just going to take a look at the color and look at it from different angles. You can see when the light hits it, or not. So thoughts about this one?
It's really, really dark.
It is really dark.
And it's dark all the way to the edges. Sometimes it'll be dark, kind of here, and then it lightens up at, toward the sides. But this is dark all the way to the edge.
Yeah. Kind of has what I would call like a jewel quality to it. It's got a little bit of amber in it. If when the light hits it, you can see that kind of ambery at the edge. Real pretty.
And
pretty one.
True to some of the Barzy wines, it's got a little tiny bit of brown.
It does. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what causes that, but
I don't know either.
It's not bad.
It's not a bad thing. It's just the way that sometimes the oxygen, gets to it or whatnot. So.
And it's pretty leggy. It's got lots of legs.
Yep, for sure.
All right.
You want to talk about the second S?
Yes, but real quick before we move, fun fact, with the C part, as red wine ages, it gets lighter, and as white wine ages, it gets darker.
Yeah, that is a good fun fact. Yeah, so again, there's so many minutia that you could get into talking about this, but that's a great generalization. That gets lighter, the red wines, and the white wines get darker.
It's a bit of fun trivia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the second S is to smell, right?
Swirl.
I want to smell. I'm ready to smell it. Like right now. Let's smell it. The second S is to swirl, not to smell. I got a little ahead of myself. So we're going to take the wine and we're just going to swirl it in the glass. And you can leave it on the table. You can pick it up because we need to oxygenate the wine.
Right.
So as oxygen comes into the wine, it opens up aromas and flavors and just kind of, if you smell it before you swirl it, then you don't smell as much. But then when you swirl the wine and let some oxygen in there so it can breathe, right? When you hear people say the wine's got to breathe, then it just kind of releases more things.
And like when you, a lot of wines, red wines, will say that you need to decant. So, and that's for that purpose as well. So it just gives it a broader surface area so the oxygen can get to it. And again, just opens up everything about it, the flavor profile as well. A ladybug.
Oh, that's nice. That's good luck or something, right?
Yeah. Shout out to Stephanie Archer because here's your ladybug. So anyway,
sweet.
I'm just going to leave her
and
there.
Bink, my friend Bink loves the ladybugs too.
Stephanie, Stephanie's mom comes back to her as ladybugs. So
that's sweet.
There you go. See ya. All right, so swirl is the second S. So we've got C, we got swirl. Now we get to the third S.
Now we get to smell it.
All
right.
Yes. So for wines, stick your nose all the way down in there. Get a big, good sniff of that. Also, if you kind of, it sounds odd, but if you kind of make the sign of the cross or the plus sign as you're doing that, You're going to get different aromas in different parts of the glass. I know that sounds a little bit nitpicky, but will help.
That smells really nice.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on this one as far as what you get?
I'm going to go with my again.
We're trying to work on that.
Okay, it smells delicious, and there's more to it than that, obviously, but I feel like a really dark cherry, maybe, and then pipe tobacco. Like, it reminds me of when my great-grandpa would smoke a pipe, I guess, a little.
And a lot of times with aromas, if you can attach it to some sort of memory, that helps. Like, it helps identify it a little bit. We should have brought our
the book,
our wheel.
Oh, the wheel.
Yeah,
we should have
our wheel. But we have a tasting wheel. We'll show you that later. But if you can't associate it with a memory, because there's a lot of times you get an aroma and you're like, oh, I just can't place it or whatever. But if you attach it to something, it makes a lot more sense.
Kind of narrow down.
It does. Yeah, narrow down what you're smelling. So I get cherry, almost a little bit of the red licorice, not the black licorice, but the red licorice.
I could see that.
And then maybe
there's something I feel like a little bit sweet too.
Maybe a cola.
Cola. A cherry cola.
Yeah, cherry cola.
I don't
know. Smell like strawberry?
It does. It smells like strawberry, just a tiny bit.
Okay.
Okay. Or maybe I'm smelling the strawberry up here, and that's why I'm pulling it out of the glass.
I
don't know.
Could be.
Can we taste it now?
Yes. Let's taste. So the fourth S is sip. So on this first sip that you're trying to taste, you just want to get just your first impressions. Doesn't have to be anything, don't take a big old gulp, because you want that to roll around in your mouth a little bit and get all the flavor profile.
You almost want it to like marinate the inside of your face, and then
for sure.
The second sip you pull more flavor, right?
And then you always have to cheers.
Right, you always have to cheers
before you do anything. Cheers.
Cheers.
Maybe it's because I said the cola, but all of a sudden, like, that's what I taste in the front. The finish, though, is really nice. It's really full in the finish.
It's not super dry. It's real juicy. I mean, like, I'm making a lot of saliva.
Yeah, it's not super dry, but it does have it has a long finish.
I do agree with the cola. For sure. And it's even a little cinnamony or something. There's like some kind of savory, not savory, that's not the word I'm looking for.
Spice, almost?
Yeah, it's spicy, like clovey. Maybe it's more, I don't know. It's like a cinnamon clovey sort of something or other. I don't know. Clearly I need some more language and...
more words.
I need more words. Words are hard sometimes.
I'm gonna have a little piece of cheese.
You have a piece of cheese?
I'm gonna have a piece of cheese. Just see.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
There's a good word. Damn.
That's
a good descriptor.
It is a good descriptor. It's damn good wine. And we know it's good wine. That's why we bought it, to drink it, But I don't know. When did we first go to Barzy?
Because I have to look.
I feel like it was maybe before everybody kind of figured out how good the 17 vintage was.
Yeah, maybe so.
I don't know that I don't remember.
I think we kind of stumbled upon the 17s, honestly.
Yeah, I think so too. But Monty was real proud of this one when we were there.
Yeah, the owner of Barzy is Monty Dixon. No relation to me, but he's quite a character. And we're definitely going to get up there and we'll interview him and we'll put that on the channel.
Yeah, he'll be fun to interview.
He'll be fun to
interview. We'll have
interview.
lots to say about lots of things.
He's got lots of stories. Yeah, he's a good guy though, and it's always very welcoming to us and nice to us and generous with what he gives us. So, and he makes good wine. They used to have vineyards there that he ran, but now they just source. They get their grapes from local. I mean, they don't source them out, but they just don't grow any anymore. So I'm not sure why he decided to do that.
Yeah. Maybe he'll tell us.
So the last S when you're tasting is savor.
We sort of already got started on
we
that
did
part.
kind of we did yeah we just forgot to
it.
say about the savor, but we were already savoring a little bit. So the sip is really just what your first impressions are, like what we thought the first taste was. That I kind of tasted cola. You were trying to define what that was for you, but then the savoring part is when you talk about the finish and just how it sits with you, how it stays with you or doesn't. Like this has a fairly long finish, and the taste at the end is pretty luscious. So that's the savor part.
Yes, it's juicy.
It is very juicy. Yeah. You know, we always like to disclaim too that the best wine is the wine you like.
Right.
So there's nothing that says that, you know, if you get a wine and everybody else hates it and you love it, then you love it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's certainly times when we have differing opinions on wines, but you know, so and like what you like, enjoy what you enjoy. We just hope that you would kind of expand somewhat and try new things, because you may, and my